Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to our channel at My African Stories. My name is Owen Chirikure. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for supporting this work. You know guys, a lot of you have questions about greenhouse farming, and especially me, Nanto Zig, about greenhouse farming. So today we just want to talk about my major advantages of using the greenhouse.
Thank you. I'm excited to be part of this initiative and this program. The advantages of greenhouse farming are many, but one of them, we have challenges whereby we are being told you should farm in winter. This crop is for winter, this is for summer. But in a greenhouse, we are talking of production all through the year, and it's even off season. So that is the major advantage. And we are talking of climate change, and having a greenhouse is you are able to manipulate the environment that you are growing in for the conditions you want for the crop.
Guys, ndofunga mazvinzwira kunze you can grow throughout the season. Hazvina time kuti tiri muwinter, tiri musummer, tiri muchi. So I would want to ask a question. Tiri greenhouse imomo, do you have specific crops zamunoti ma greenhouses were meant for this type of crops? Which crops are the best? Kana kuti tokwanisa kurima anything here?
A greenhouse is a structure that you put a bit of capital. So for profitability, we encourage high value crops. When we say high value crops, we are talking of crops that will give you return in the shortest period of time when you are in production. We are talking of indeterminate tomatoes. I know it has 6 to 8 months which you call it. Then we are talking of colored pepper, I know chinja makala, and then we are talking of English cucumber. But because of rotation, you can put lettuce or cabbage just to make sure you break the cycle. But we are talking of high value crops.
High value crops. So guys, unganga une passion ekurima a crop yaunongochida, but this is a business tip. In order for you to make profit, you need to farm high value crops, greenhouses, which will benefit you as a farmer. As we all know, as you get into business, the main reason will be to make profit. So what are other advantages of using the greenhouse?
Another advantage is the quality. Domasira ringwa mu greenhouse. It is a good quality because it's protected in a protected environment. So it's less prone to pests and diseases. Yes, kuno yama pests and diseases in greenhouse, but kuti pakavarika, so kukontrola kunenge kuri easy. That's number one. We are looking at space diki. Ya unokwanisa kurima uchiwana gora kakura. So it's also intensive farming on a small piece of land where you are getting money, value for your money.
I have a question on that. So you mentioned something about having to utilize a small space. Space diki ikupa gora kakura. How does that happen? Sorry, can you delve a little bit more into that? How do you produce more crops, and what's the science about that?
Okay, so we are looking at tomatoes, for example.
Yeah.
We've got a piece of land that we have. I will talk of a 300 square meter, for example.
This is
a 300 square meter ground.
All right.
Then we are going to be putting tomatoes, for example. So for the tomatoes, we are looking at a crop that will go up because of the dimension of this group. Domasira tukukura rinenge richenda richikura richenda mudenga muchiridzikisa. So riri kuti 6 to 9 months vamwe vanotosvika gore vachingokohwa chete. So pa area inei uchawana gore rakawanda because tikutarisira kuti average plant one gariti pay 15 kgs pa life cycle yaro. So tikati 1000 plants zaiswa munomu times 15 tikutarisa gore rakakura. Yes.
Viewers, I know tichataura zvakawanda about this type of tomatoes with Total Farm Solutions. For now, sorry about that. So patet chirima pepper yatiri kuti it's more like vertical farming, if I may say. So ndo patoshandisa trellising here. All right. You mentioned also green pepper and red pepper, and I was happy about that. You know, I've seen people vachiita farm my peppers zvichizota nemari. So it's a tip. Kana again greenhouse farming watopiwa another business tip. So maybe if we've got other advantages that we can talk of.
Another advantage that we have is nyaya pest nema disease. When you are outside by open field pipe, hauna control yekuti dema disease nema pest ari kubva kupi. But ari munomu akapinda unokwanisa kushandisa ma-control measures ari cheaper and ari effective because makavharwa. And the greenhouse you can control anopinda neanobuda. So tiri kutizwa nemugreenhouse environment yaunotora woita yako, woita ma-decisions uri mukati than uri panze. So zvaunozowana mukati zvinokupa ma-yields ekuti newe unonzwa semurimi kuti ndagona.
Having control with your crops or with your farming is, I can say it's a big advantage. Because we've seen a lot of people vanotanga ma-projects e-farming, but due to ma-conditions avanosangana nawo, let's say for example, kunogona kuita breakout ezvirwere, and wangorima pamunda uri open and you have no control, anyone can just enter or pass through akatakura chirwere nemumunda. So it's a major advantage. You wouldn't want to lose your crops, you wouldn't want to have a situation whereby someone will come nezvirwere mumunda mako. Because you have visitors, people will come, vanotofarira kuona like kwatanga kuita zvekurima. People are interested in farming, they will come, they would want to see. So pa greenhouse farming panoiswa ma-foot bath. Yeah, more like my foot bath, and there's a plastic which covers around, which means you can also be protected from airborne diseases, which is again another advantage. So I don't know if there are other advantages that you would want to talk of on this video.
Okay, so maybe I would like just to give an advice to the farmers. So much we have heard people talking about the greenhouse effect, and they think greenhouses affect the environment. So people think that greenhouses actually are dangerous to the environment. But when we are talking of the greenhouse effect, people are giving an example of greenhouses in likening them to greenhouse gases because it's a protected environment where the climate can be different from outside. So that's why, but a greenhouse is very suitable for farming, and the material that you use also makes you plant and grow for a longer period of time using and utilize the structure. So the initial capital that you only need to incur is the structure, but after that you can have the high yields, your profitability, and even your children can actually benefit from what you have put and installed as a greenhouse.
Ta install a greenhouse redu. I believe greenhouse it comes with the cost. So when it comes with the cost, durability, kazhinji greenhouse no last for how many months, how many years?
So it now depends on the material that you're gonna use.
Yeah.
So we have the one we call the wooden, like the one we have, which is constructed by wooden poles. So this one, if well maintained, it can do 8 to 10 years, but it's dependent mostly on how the owner is going to be maintaining and repairing the greenhouse over time. But for the plastic, it's 3 to 4 years, again based on the maintenance of the farmer. And then we've got the metal one, which is the durable one, whereby you can go for 20, 40 years depending on how you are also maintaining, but you just be changing the plastic, and where there's issue you quickly fix it. So now what we are saying, you can start with the wooden greenhouse if your capital is less, but with the expectation that you also go into the durable, the metal one, so that is more sustainable in the future.
I think it's a sustainable business, because having to invest in an investment which can last for up to 40 years. Imagine, guys, just once off, maybe you only have a few costs in maintaining, but I don't think that will be that much. So coming back to you as Total Farm Solutions, what services do you offer? Maybe there are people out there who would want to know more about your services and where you are based. Can you share with us about that?
Total Farm Solution, as the name says, we try to solve issues where the farmers are having issues, and we are a company that is pushing and for farmers to adopt new technologies that we have. We specialize in greenhouse construction and the accessories that are there, and we also handheld you to production from start to finish in the first year, so that we empower you as a farmer on how to produce in your greenhouse and give you techniques that will also empower you to go from level to level. And secondly, we are into irrigation systems, different one, drip irrigation, sprinklers, depending on what you want as a farmer. We also have a retail shop where we sell inputs from different crops, and we assist you if you are not sure on what to do. So we also give you farm advisory services. And we are having a nursery that is also coming, where you also taking care of your seedling side, so that you have a seedling which is the right foundation into farming. And above all, we are also open to new things. We are into agri structures right now, sheds, fowl runs, and broiler poultry houses. So wherever you want something, you can always engage us. We are open to new things, hydroponics, aeroponics. Let's talk farming. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. So guys, we're going to put numbers on the screen here, the Total Farm Solutions, so that you'll be able to contact them. Thank you so much for having us. Guys, in Indafara, I know I've learned a lot. The one thing that I've loved about Total Farm Solutions is that after vakuconstructira greenhouse racho, they will offer you after sales service. Akaita sekuti assistance. You said what exactly?
We actually talk about our Ruoko to Farmadewe, which is agronomy support, so that you have the desire.
Exactly. Agronomy support. So thank you guys for supporting My African Stories. See you next time. We are going to have more videos with Total Farm Solutions. This is just the beginning. Thank you.